Hello my dear YouTubers, welcome back to Nazareto's channel, and in this episode we're going to be working on this Toyota Venza. This is my Venza here. I bought it brand new, and let me show you what the issue I'm having. When I'm using this remote to unlock, this is what happens. All the doors are unlocked except this one. This one is unlocked and it opens. Same thing with the driver's side. So when I go around, see, this one opens, but the other doesn't. And when I hit lock, all of these doors are locked, but the other one just doesn't want to work. I have to manually open this. Once I manually unlock it, I can open this door. And here's the thing, I'm hitting the power lock button. Nothing happening here. All the other doors are locked. So the problem is here, we have this actuator inside the door, and I have to take a look at that and replace this, but we have to take this panel apart. So I already received this new door actuator. This is how it looks, and I will have to take the door panel apart and try to replace it. This is where it's gonna go. This is the aftermarket part. This is how it looks. So the first thing we need to do, remove this plastic piece that's just sitting here. I'm gonna grab my plastic tool removal and also this thing, and then we can just pop this whole panel out. So I'm using this plastic tool removal. We're just gonna do this carefully. It's supposed to pop out. There you go. It's very easy. And there's a screw, see, right there. And it's just a Phillips head screwdriver. We're gonna remove this one. Now we're gonna put this piece here and kind of pry it up. And it's supposed to come out. There you go. You see there's a clip here. And there should be one right here. So let's put our tool in there, kind of pry it out. There you go. And this whole thing is loose. This is how it looks on the other side. These clips. There's one here, one here, one here. And there's another screw here that we need to remove. Before I remove this door panel, I have to disconnect these connectors. You see right here, we have to push down. And same thing there, you gotta push down. So very easy, push down on this and pull it out. Same thing here. I use my flathead screwdriver and it's out. And this unit is out. Put it away. Take your Phillips head screwdriver, remove this part. Remove this one. So once you remove this screw here and this one here, now we can pull on the bottom here. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. You pull hard enough. I couldn't do it with one hand. When you pull hard enough, like right here at the corner, this whole panel just pops out. And you see these are our connectors, plastic pieces. One here, one there. So just kind of go around the perimeter. There you go. Pop all of these things out. As you see, this whole door panel is moving. And just check. See, all these plastic retainers are loose. Before we remove this door panel, there's a light. We have to disconnect that. See, right there. There's just another clip. You just gotta press down on it and pull it out. There you go. All we have left is just to lift this part out. Like so. This one and this one. And And there's two more pieces you got to disconnect. I was talking about these pieces. Well, they just this whole unit just slides out. You don't really have to disconnect it. It just slides out through this hole right here, and that's all it is. Make sure you don't lose these pieces right here. Make sure each one of them is here. Make sure they're all here. You don't want to lose these pieces. See? All right, let's look at our actuator, door actuator, which is right here. Remove this film carefully because this is very sticky. That's, I think, more than enough space for me to get my hand in there. This is our door actuator, and it's sitting right there. See, right there. So I found the right size bit, what do you call it, to remove these 3 bolts. There's one, another one. Don't lose these bolts. Only 3 of them. Now let's take this connector, push on this tab, and pull it out. I can feel this whole lock moving. See, once I release these 3 bolts, this whole unit is loose. All we have to do, just disconnect it on the inside. Here's how it looks like. Disconnect it on the inside. Make sure you do it the right way, everything. All right, so our actuator is moving, but as you see there, don't forget there's this metal piece. Don't forget about it when you're gonna reinstall. There's this one, and it's moving around, and you can just swing it over. All right, this is how it looks like. But before we disconnect anything, take a picture. This is supposed to come out like this. This like this. And here we have to use a flathead screwdriver. With a flathead screwdriver, pop this little door open so you can remove this piece. And you gotta kind of twist it. You know, kind of twist it at the angle and then just pull this whole thing out. You see, you had to twist it and just simply pull it out, and that's it. Now we can take our original door lock actuator and take it out. That's how it looks. I'm going to show you a comparison between the original ACEN Toyota door lock actuator and the aftermarket. They look exactly identical. It says right. This one doesn't show. No, it does. So it shows you right. So for the right side, for the passenger. There's this lever right here. It's also moving freely. This one. The metal looks a little bit different. A little bit different color metal. But whatever. It still feels very solid. Very good. This is our connector. There's a little door here. Same on the aftermarket one. So it looks pretty much identical. On the other side, there's a part number here. All right, very good. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my flathead screwdriver, open this little door, just like we did here, so we can reinstall that cable. And we're gonna attempt to install it. Here you go. I open this little door. So what else? Some people, what they do, they just replace the motor on the inside here. And I don't feel like just taking this thing apart. I just ordered a brand new one. Aftermarket was like 30 bucks. If it works, it works. It's good. Also, I'd like to mention the aftermarket door actuator weighs about the same as this one. They both feel pretty heavy, pretty good quality. This one feels pretty good quality. Everything looks just like the original. So now we take this blue end cable, just push it down like this, and you have to twist it. See, kind of twist. There you go. And now we can lock this door. How it has to look, see? And then this plastic piece sitting in this channel. And now we just close this door. Just push it in. Take this cable, and this metal piece has to sit right in that hole. Just push it through like so, and then clip this place into place like this. So this one is locked in place very nicely. This piece is also pushed in nicely. Very good. And now, before we install it, we have to align this cable that I show you right here. See, this one. You have to align this one with there's another hole. So this metal rod has to align with this hole right here, because that goes to our handle and it has to slide into that hole. So I'm gonna install it. I'm gonna make sure I align this hole with this metal rod. See, it's right there. So this piece goes towards our handle, and we have to push that through this hole. See, I put the actuator up, and then I can't really show you, that angle is kind of bad, but this rod has to go through that hole that I showed you earlier. It's like right there. And now you can put these 3 bolts back in place. Let's put our last screw. All right, let's test it. So I'm pulling the handle. So I push this piece in, and now it's locked. Let's see if we can use the door handle. See if we can. Yep, it works. So once I'm pulling, this latch gets released. So that means I got that rod into place. Let's lock the door again. And there you go. Let's pull the handle, and there you go. Let's reconnect this connector. You hear it click. Let's install this panel back, this plastic. Make sure it's all in. Before I'm going to install all of this panel, I want to make sure this works. So we connected this connector. The rod is sitting in place. We got these 3 bolts secured nicely. I'm just going to reconnect this power door lock button and the window regulator button. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to hit this lock button. I hear it's clicking. Let's hear lock. See, it's working. Unlock, lock, unlock, lock. Nice. It works quiet. It works just like the original. I can hear it clinking. And now we're safe to install the door panel. So if you end up disconnecting these cables, make sure you remember which way to put it. But it's very easy also to reinstall them. All you do is just pull this thing out of the channel, twist it, and push it in. Very easy. But I end up just sliding this whole piece through the door panel, so we don't have to worry about anything. All right, make sure all this is nice in place. This is our insulation. Take your door panel, put this kind of on the ridge, see this part right here, like so. Push it down like this, but make sure you guide the handle through here too. Guide this handle through like this. Now push it down on the top like that, and align these plastic pins. Align them, one here and one here, and just kind of hit it like that, like that. Go on the bottom, on the bottom. Oh, and the light, make sure to connect the light. Reconnect the light, push the connector in. Now I'm gonna connect this door, the window button, and the door lock button. Now take this big screw and screw it in. So same thing with this screw, don't forget, secure this screw, and we're done. Double check it. The buttons are connected and everything works. Little plastic piece, and just push it through here. We're done. And this, we just align with these holes. Clicks, clicks, and we're done. We are done. So the door lock actuator is installed. Make sure this panel is sitting right. There's no gaps here. This screw is in, this plastic is in, the button works. I'm gonna check the window. Let's see if the window goes down. Window works. The light is on. Let's lock the door. Let's close the door, see how it works. Nice. Now let's see if I can lock this. It works. Works just like the original Toyota product. I might have to grease this part, I'm not sure, but it feels good when you close the door. It's not like loose or anything, everything is good. Listen to this sound. So in order to remove these 3 bolts, you would need this tool. It's T30. That's what it's called, T30. T30 Torx. That's what it is. You just remove these 3 screws. Disconnect this piece right here. Disconnect this wire and the connector here and pull it out. But when you install this, make sure the metal rod aligned with this piece right here. That's when you pull the door handle. That's how you open it. And that's it. Thank you for watching Nazareto's channel. Now you know how to replace your door actuator. If you have the same problem like I did, now you know how easy it is to replace it. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, comment, and I really appreciate you guys and girls. See you on the next video.